Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have the 2020 Toyota Camry Hybrid LE. This vehicle competes against the Honda Accord Hybrid. So my question for today's video is, how does this vehicle compare to the other competition? So starting from the hood here of the Toyota Camry, this has a 2.5 liter four-cylinder. It makes 176 horsepower. It also rides on the Axon cycle. Paired with the battery pack that Toyota gives you, it makes 208 horsepower for the total output. It also has a eCVT transmission, as this one sits and weighs 3,472 pounds. Fuel economy is rated at 51 in the city, 53 on the highway, and 52 combined. This actually gets better MPG compared to the actual Honda Accord, which gets about 48 MPG. So if you're looking for the best fuel economy in the mid-size segment, I think you should definitely put the Toyota Camry LE on your list. And Toyota offers other trim levels, which is the SE and the XSE, but the fuel economy level is going to be the same, matching the actual Honda Accord, which is about the mid 50 MPG range or 48 MPG range at that. So closing the hood here of the Toyota Camry, starting with this exterior color, this is a ruby pearl color. Actually, I think it looks pretty good. You also have these LED projector bulbs here with an incandescent turn signal. Me personally, I don't like the actual styling of the Toyota Camry. I actually like the styling of the Honda Accord. I think it looks more sleek, more futuristic. But don't get me wrong, the Camry also looks very sleek as well. You also have this painted Toyota emblem here, which is blue, which basically signifies that you actually have the hybrid model here. You also have this grille. It reminds me of the actual Toyota Avalon that I just reviewed a couple weeks back. There's no front parking sensors that I see here, but actually like the front lip splitter here, it's actually the same exterior color. But overall, we're going to take a look at the side profile of the Toyota Camry. So here on the side profile of the Camry, starting with these wheels, these are a 205/16 Firestone tire. They're actually wrapped in a 16-inch rim. You actually don't have to worry about curve surface or anything like that, because these are plastic hubcaps for aerodynamic purposes, so you can get the best MPG. But mind you, I prefer the wheels on the SE and the XSE compared to this one. But like I say, if you get the other wheel choices, it's probably going to cut down on the actual MPG. So I think the LE, even though it's the base wheel setup here with the hubcaps, I think this is going to be one of your best options here. You also have the subtle hybrid badge here. Your wheelbase is 111.2 with an overall length of 192.1. That's matching the same length as the Honda Accord. And my Tesla doesn't even have a sunroof. But if you go for the other models, like the SE and the XSE, you will definitely get a sunroof. But overall, we're going to take a look at the rear of the Toyota Camry. So at the rear of the Toyota Camry, so starting with these tail lights here, these are an incandescent setup. You also have an incandescent turn signal, also with an incandescent reverse light, also with an incandescent brake light. You also have this single exhaust tip. Maybe on the other trim levels, you may get a quad exhaust or a single exhaust, like how this one is on the LE model. You also have your Toyota emblem here, which is painted blue, so just to signify that you actually have the hybrid model, just like in the front fascia, and your Camry name, which is spelled out. You also have a standard backup camera. You also have this LE badge here, also with the hybrid badge. Open up the trunk back here. You also have 15.1 cubic feet of space. And Toyota, they position the actual battery pack underneath the rear seats. And you also have a spare tire back here, so you don't have to deal with a fix-a-flat kit. Walking up to the 2020 Toyota Camry Hybrid LE, you get these two little ridges here to lock the door. To unlock the door, Toyota does a sensor behind the door. Open up this interior here. My Tesla has this black interior. You also can get a beige interior, which I would prefer to get the beige because it's kind of dark in this interior and it gives it like this dark vibe to me, honestly. Starting with the door panel here, this is a soft touch material. You get this silver painted door handle here. It is express up, express down for all four windows. I was expecting that. You also have this soft portion here to rest your elbows. You get your mirror controls and lock controls here. So additional storage with two cup holders, and also you will have driver adjustable seating. This is the cloth seats. I'm not sure if Toyota offers the leather seats on the actual hybrid trim. Maybe if you go for the XSE trim, let's have an automatic high beam switch here. Stability control, trunk release, also for your fuel cap opener. This is a manual telescoping wheel. But getting inside the actual hybrid here, the door has a nice solid slam. So to start up the hybrid, just put your foot on the brake and press the power button here. As you can see, you don't hear no starter up noise because the actual electric motors are on, so there's no actual combustion engine sound or anything like that. My apologies for the loud fan noise. It's kind of hot outside today, but welcome to Miami. This is nothing new. But back to the view, you also have this steering wheel here. You also have some controls features here, so you can cycle through this LCD display here. You also have your lane departure pre-collision warning. Then you can cycle from this LCD display here. You also have your trip, which basically tells your MPG, your average speed. You also have lane keep assist for adaptive cruise control and so forth. Volume controls, your voice controls here. Like I mentioned, you also have forward collision warning, lane keep assist. You can turn it on and off from these buttons here. Adaptive cruise control. You also have different modes for your radio presets. There is no paddles on the actual steering wheel here. You also have this 7-inch display. You also have some hard buttons here. You also have this big volume and this tiny little tuning knob. And it also shows you here when you click it, it tells you where the power actually goes. It can be transferred through the motor, from the engine, to the actual battery pack, which is positioned underneath the rear seats here. Single climate control here. You also have hard buttons for your actual climate control. The upper part of your dashboard here is going to be a soft touch ejected molded plastic. You also have LED light throughout the cabin, so that's a nice feature, even though this is the base entry level for the actual hybrid trim. You also have some nice stitching here, soft material here. You also have this fake wood trim, as you guys can see. If you guys didn't hear, the actual electric motor, the engine kicked back on so it can send power to the actual battery pack. As you can see, it's demonstrating where the energy is definitely going. It's coming from the engine to the electric motors to the battery pack here, but you can also go back out. And Toyota offers Apple CarPlay and Android Auto finally for 2020, which is standard for all their new models. You also get this USB, also with a 12-volt additional storage behind here, a nice portion to rest your phone. Toyota uses rubberized material just in case you were driving and the phone will be slipping and sliding around as you're driving. Putting the Camry into reverse here. As you can see, there's no trajectories, there's distance markers. There's some rear parking sensors or front parking sensors. You also have a sport mode here. Kick it over to the left. You also can go through that eCVT transmission. Can't wait to drive it and see how it actually performs. I think the Honda Accord offers a eCVT transmission as well, but that was a pretty good transmission. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing from the Toyota Camry, if not even better. You also have an eco mode here, normal, sport, auto hold in the EV mode, which means you can drive in only electric only. So you probably will have like instant torque, but it's probably like to a certain speed, and then it would kick back onto the actual gas powered motor. You also have electronic parking brake, 2 cup holders here. The center console here is nice and padded. Open up the center console, you also have 2 fast USB charging ports with a decent amount of storage here in the center console. Your glove compartment here is damped, but it's not lined with felt. It's a pretty decent sized glove box. The seats here, even though they're cloth seats, they do hold you in place. Overall, the interior here is really nice, but we're gonna take a look at the back seat of the Toyota Camry. So getting into the back seat of the Toyota Camry, closing the door. Door has a nice solid sound. The materials back here are gonna be a hard touch plastic. You get this silver painted door handle here. You also have 1 matte pocket. There's no USB ports, no USB-Cs. There's no rear vents back here. It's kind of Spartan back here, honestly. You also have this additional storage here. You probably can put your phone or a small wallet. Toyota also raised the legroom back here at 38 inches of legroom. You also have the same materials for the seats, which is like the cloth inserts. But at least you also get 2 cup holders and a nice portion here to rest your elbows. But we're gonna take the Camry out and see how it actually performs. So starting off in the 2020 Toyota Camry LE. The hybrid models, you can pick between 2 other trim levels, which is the SE and the XSE. But if you get the LE, you're gonna have the best fuel economy, which is that 52 mark. But the other trim level is gonna offer like probably 48, the minimum. But you can probably touch the 50 mpg mark if you were a conservative driver. This thing is very peppy off the line. The Honda Accord offers 212 horsepower, while the Camry here, which is the LE, offers 208, but it's still a good enough power for a hybrid car. If you don't like the styling cues of the Toyota Prius, which is not an ugly car in my honest opinion, it just looks very different from a modern hybrid. Safety assist, which includes emergency braking, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control with stop and go. So it's fully loaded, but my tester is missing the blind spot monitoring option. I'm gonna do a quick acceleration here real quick. I'm gonna put it into sport mode. I'm gonna kick it over to the left here and press the button. I'm gonna floor it. Don't expect to go to 0 to 60 in like 4 seconds, because that's never going to happen, honestly. Maybe 0 to 60, maybe in the 7-second range. So it's on par with the Honda Accord that I've drove a couple weeks back. The chassis feel in here feels stable, feels very planted. The visibility in here is pretty good. I hate that my Tesla doesn't actually have the blind spot monitoring. Maybe if you go for the SE or the XSE trim, you might get the blind spot monitoring. And my Tesla is missing the actual sunroof that Toyota offers. But remember, if you're looking for a great MPG, you're looking for that 50 MPG mark, the LE is going to be your best choice to get. Compared to the Honda Accord, they offer about 48. Maybe if you're a good conservative driver, you might touch that 50 MPG mark. It's a good powertrain. It's the same powertrain that you get in the actual gas model, but the gas model doesn't offer. It's not gonna be as peppy as the hybrid. Do I think the Camry is a good daily driver? Yes, I think it does. If you're looking for that efficiency, like I mentioned once more again, if you're looking for that 52 MPG mark, this is definitely going to be a great driver for you. And you can also drive in electric only mode if you press a little EV mode here. But the thing is, you have to drive very slow, because once you go over the actual power meter here, see, it's going to deactivate the EV mode. So basically, if you live in a neighborhood and you want to go real slow, I think that would be the best option, because on the streets here, people are going to be blowing you out the way, trying to tell you that you're driving slow. But if you don't want to actually drive in full electric, you just put it back in normal, or you can put it in eco. Like I mentioned, you get 51 in the city, 53 on the highway, and 52 combined. So they're actually great MPG numbers. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, the car is so smooth. It's very, very smooth. And to me, it's kind of like a hard and a rock place, because I actually like the Accord a lot. So I'm not trying to be biased at all, but the Camry does ride smooth. It reminds me of the Honda Accord, but I like the styling of the Honda Accord. Don't get me wrong, the Camry still does look very sleek. It looks very modern, but I prefer the looks of the Honda Accord. The Camry is definitely a pleasant daily driver. Like I mentioned, trying to get that 50 MPG mark, this car would definitely do it. But you have to get the LE model, because the other models with those wheels, I'm assuming they're gonna cut into the actual MPG. You can drive in EV mode and also in eco mode. It's pretty cool. But the thing is, you can't drive like 20 miles an hour on like a major highway like this, or a major street, because like I say, there's gonna be some aggressive drivers that are like, hey, you need to move, and so forth. You also have an auto hold here, so you can take your foot off the brake if you're in like rush hour traffic like this. This is so cool. Once you put your foot down, it's like instant torque. And as you can see, the stability control was kind of like flashing, so it kind of cut the power a little bit, but it wasn't wheel hopping, or I didn't do a burnout, because it is a front wheel drive. Steering feel really quick is loose. You also have a wishbone suspension, and also with the coil spring, so it is a good suspension setup as well. The steering feel feels playful, but it doesn't feel loose. The car stays very planted. So after spending time with the Toyota Camry, this vehicle is a great daily driver. And for those who are looking for great efficiency, you should definitely put the Camry LE on your list. So how much does a Camry cost? Starting price is $28,250. This also has some additional equipment, which is the Toyota Guard, also the door package, and you also have the carpeted floor mats. My tester here stickers for $34,920, including destination. I would like to give a special thanks to Wilford for providing with the vehicle. If you're in the market for a Camry Hybrid LE, you can come to South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. And this is my full review on the 2020 Toyota Camry LE. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram @DriverReviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I catch you all in the next video.